Hello, I am Labrina Coleman, also known as Coach Coleman, here on Fearless Healing. And we do have our guest speaker. Would you take some time out to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you have to offer?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here, and I'm so honored. And my name is Girishandra Stegler, and I'm from Hungary. And I'm working with women, mainly women, who are struggling with their body and how they can connect with their body. Maybe they are aware that they are carrying any abuse or traumas or transgeneration limiting patterns or any kind of shame or guilt, which are holding us back to really shine, to really show, to really give their voice to the world and express what is their gifts, what are their, their uniqueness, and also any kind of special stories they have, because we all have something. And I can see that we are struggling so much in our relationship, and also how we can feel good in our body, how we can say yes to ourselves. And yeah, this is what I really want to see all the women all around the world to freely show who they really are, without scarcity, without playing small, without fear of judgment, without fear of any other consequences what they are freely express.
I love that you have that opportunity, that you have that space for that individual. Where did this all begin? Where did the idea come from to make you so passionate and continue with this drive towards that?
Well, it was way back in my childhood, and I was not aware, of course. I grew up in a Christian family where my father was very abusive, all kinds of ways, and I wanted to be always a good girl. And my mother couldn't protect me, even herself. And it was always a tension in the air that, what will be the next step. And so I grew up like this, and I was a really, really good student because I wanted to be always a perfect. But somehow I was always seeking something, and there was no fulfillment at all. And I was 30 when I realized, I was repeating the same pattern in my relationship. I was overworked, I was overgiving, overachieving, and and I didn't feel that I was worthy enough to get compliments, to get promotion, to get that kind of success, what I've inside of me, I felt that I deserved. And um and I was not able to say no to anything, so everything what came to me, that yes, 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 I was doing. And at the end I realized that I couldn't do that by myself. And I was just, I was like angry inside of me. I was complaining inside of me in silence. And this brought me to the space when I get a lot of different kind of uh, disease. And even I had some accidents. I was still working. I didn't take care of my body. So I was 30 when I realized that I had to change something. I and somehow my life was absolutely just about my work, and because I was in a high position in a company. And I was not aware that relationship I was living in was not working at all, because you know I I had that pattern. My father was abusive, my mother was a martyr and the victim and the servant. And on the other hand, I was not aware that my fiance was not abusing me physically or sexually, but verbally and mentally and emotionally and financially at all. And I really wanted to have a baby, but he said, "Oh, let's wait for a few more years." But we've been together for 10 years. And this was the point when I started to think whether really this is my life and this is how I need to continue. And yeah, this was the point when I started to do my inner journey with different kind of therapies and energy healing, and this is how I step into the path I'm walking today.
I know that's right. You have a lot to offer to give us today. And for the ones listening, for our audience, the ones who may be interested in something that collaborates with what you've been through, what is something you would encourage them to do? What is some advice you would give them?
Yeah, so basically, as I'm working holistically, so many really various issues women can find me, and what I realized that everything is connected with everything. So it doesn't matter what kind of challenge you are facing with, either a femininity, or that you cannot fully fulfill your feminine power, or you have some issues with the relationship, you are in an abusive relationship, or you are single and you really want to be, but you cannot find the perfect partner or the right partner for you, or you have any feminine organ problems with your breast, with your womb, with your so anywhere, or you have overweight and you cannot lose weight. This could also brought back us that we are defending ourselves in a way. And also, if you have any throat problems or thyroid problems, or with cycles, or any kind of myoma, cyst, endometriosis, infertility issues, and so some, or vulvodynia, vaginism, so anything what is around femininity and relationship, and you are really want to feel more free, you are struggling in expressing yourself in a way you really want, or you could see others that, oh, I really want to live like that, but you feel that you don't deserve, you are small for that, you are powerless, you are silenced, you cannot say no. So these are different kind of angles. And so basically, the first moment, the first, I think, main thing that we are aware of, what is our current situation and what we are desiring. And if there is not aligned, that this is our key point, a kind of like our starting point. And uh, luckily, there are so many different modalities and techniques all around the world you can start to use. And I also invite everyone to really start to try it out. And then I know that several times you are not try, but do. But basically, you need to taste in a way that, okay, for example, for me, there is a challenge to do exercises. But in this way, our body needs to move. The body needs to be in flow. So if you don't like to go to gym, and you don't like to go for example, running or any kind of exercises, how about to do just some movements in your body, some kind of like hip movements, or just shaking, or just dancing free flow for your favorite music you started to, or just walking, kind of like setting 20, 30 minutes walking. If you are just going somewhere by car, how about just walking a little bit? So kind of like moving is really important. And the other thing is also we need to we are in a really stressful life world. So we need to calm down our nervous system. So basically, slowing down our movements, especially if you are taking care or nourishing your body, even just your face, that in the morning we are looking at the mirror, and instead of judging ourselves, how about giving compliments to ourselves, and also touching in a little bit slower way than we get used to. And when we are taking a shower or having a bath, how about just touching your body just a little bit slower, to kind of, or just hugging yourself? It's much more doing even just few moments than doing nothing. And calming your nervous system and not in a survival mode is also that you are just focusing on your breath. And with a longer exhale, you are sending to your nervous system, everything is okay. You are in safe. You are not in a survival mode. You are not in a stress. And what else? Yeah, I really love working with the five senses, just not just, for example, if you are meditating or if you think that you cannot meditate, just how about if you are just stop for 1 minute, maybe you can also set in your alarm clock, or just, the timer, and then just look into the nature, look up to the sky, and just be there for a moment, for few moments, for 1 minute, and just smell into the air. Maybe it is not so a nice smell, but just smelling, just tasting something a little bit slower than you get used to. So many different ways how you can slowing down, because we are doing, and I'm also so passionate. And I'm also, if you can see me, you could see me, I'm working and I'm speaking from my whole body. But we need to slowing down. We need to be a little bit stillness, because most of the time there are a lot of anxiousness and insomnia, especially women. We had so many issues with that. And we don't need to take pills. We don't need to go different kind of treatments. Just with this extra care, what we can take focus on ourselves, we can absolutely change. And most of the time we are thinking we need to do big steps, we need to which is really mystified things could help. And but I think that the key thing what we can do, just step by step, a little bit for ourselves. And if I have a little time, I just want to share that the story of my mom. And I started to share that she was a servant. Absolutely, she gave up everything towards our family, for me and my brother. And she realized that something, and she got a lot of health issues. And especially in the last year, she got a stroke, she got some hernia, and at the end, she got a cancer. And and these signs showed her that she needed to change. She started to change so many ways, but it was not enough. And maybe, she started kind of like, with a passion and with a lot of commitment at the beginning, but after a while she gave up. She forgot about that. She didn't care. She got back to the same old pattern. And these diagnoses brought her to the space that she spent much more time with herself, focusing on her basic needs. And she was 75. So she started to take care of herself completely different ways. And luckily, she's completely healthy right now. So we did a lot of transgenerational healing work, and uh, and she is enjoying her life. And she is going to dance classes. She's gardening. She's traveling, and she is setting her boundaries, saying yes to herself and saying no to others when she feels so, and with no guilt. She can tell, look, I don't feel today. I will do this tomorrow. And so, and then she's getting compliments from strangers that how radiant she is, she's and how she young, how, that she's looks much younger than at her age. And so this is absolutely my message with this would be that there is no matter what you are carrying. There is no matter how old you are. You could make your change and nobody else will do instead of you. So this is my bad news, but step by step, little steps that you can make it, and it's easy. The simple steps would be really really enough if you are doing constantly every single day just few more minutes what you can spend with yourself.
I agree 100%. Every time you said something, I wanted to say, yes, I agree. But I had to hold back and not interrupt the space that you were in and the knowledge that you were sharing. Because as a life coach, as a therapist, as a social worker, those are everything you stated, I inspire and I encourage and I implant that embedded in everybody I work with, everyone I talk to, because it seems easy, it seems so small, but it's the smaller things that count. It's the smaller things that take more time. And when you said to slow down, even when taking a shower, slow down, it really takes a toll on your mental. It has an effect on your mental health because now you're slowing down your thoughts, you're slowing down your actions. And I just want to say thank you and somewhat repeat what you said to the audience so that they really take heed and grasp what you were explaining because you broke it down step by step. You gave examples from different areas, different circumstances, and I hope individuals are taking notes. And if you are not taking notes, please rewatch the video and take your notes because these are some important things that she was stating, and I think it can be life changing in a good way.
Absolutely. And also, that you can also share what is the one thing what you start to do this today. So if you are just sharing under our conversation, and I'm also holding space for you that you can do it not just for one day or two, but it could last longer. And as you will feel the change, the shift, and especially in your mood and also in your physical activity, and you will have much more power, then you will find more time to do different things which you will enjoy. So this is also important, that that's why I shared so many things, that choose one what you feel that it aligns with you and then makes you feel good, and do it, and constantly every single day do it.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. I like it. And for individuals watching this, how can they contact you? How could they follow your social media? How can they get involved with you?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, with Girisha at Girisha Andrea, and in LinkedIn, Andrea Stegler. And if you write me on any platform, then I will send you an incredible ebook where you can also create your own rituals from all of these. And this is kind of like a buffet table when you can taste every single day. It's something special.
That is so nice. And once again, you guys, I'm here with Fearless Healing, and thank you.